All right, now we'll move on to standard distance. So standard distance is, it measures the degree of concentration or dispersion of your feature. So think of it kind of like the standard deviation of a set of numbers. You want to know what the variance is. Here we're going to see what the variance is in our locations. So we'll take a look at what that looks like. We start with our mean center, and then we're going to take the standard distance to all the other features, and that will become the radius for our standard distance. And you can have 1, 2, or 3 standard deviations of the standard distance. So we'll see what that looks like.
Okay, this is actually pretty cool, and we're looking at 2 bookstores in the San Francisco area, and we have the locations of the customers for each, the people that belong to their loyalty clubs for each of these bookstores. And so what we want to do is see which one has a larger distribution throughout the city, kind of a bigger pull, essentially. So we're going to run the standard distance tool. Again, you'll see we're going to use that case field, comes in quite a bit. We're going to use the store, and we'll run it, and it's going to create 2 of these standard distance polygons. And we immediately see that the Steiner bookstore has a pretty significantly smaller distribution than the Bosworth bookstore, and we get a picture for those. And it's interestingly, they don't overlap at all. That overlap would be a pretty interesting place. And if you're in another bookstore, the gaps are an interesting thing to know about too, because that is a place where there's a gap in service. So that is standard distance.
All right, directional distribution.